Welcome to Rev Society. Tonight, 4 V8s are fighting over one empty engine bay, and 3 of them are already lying. 3? I'm the only one here with enough horsepower to make the owner nervous. You're a supercharger wearing an engine costume. Both of you shut up. The car needs torque, not a therapy session. 1 build, 4 egos. Let's find out who actually deserves the keys. I'm the LS. I fit in almost anything. Parts are everywhere, and I don't need a royal budget to become dangerous. I'm the Coyote 5.0, double overhead cams, high RPM, and an exhaust note that makes push rods sound like office equipment. I'm the 392 HEMI. Big torque, real muscle car, and enough displacement to move the conversation without screaming at 9,000 RPM. I'm the Hellcat. Factory supercharged, 700 plus horsepower, and enough attitude to make the insurance company ask follow-up questions. For a project car, the answer is obvious. Me. Huge aftermarket, simple layout, and enough knowledge floating around to rebuild me in a parking lot. Simple is doing a lot of work in that sentence. You're not a platform. You're the default answer people give when they don't want to think. I'm still cheaper than your timing parts. At least my timing parts are attached to an engine designed for serious RPM. And what happens when the owner wants torque? You rev until the neighbors call the police? You're both adorable. The owner wants power, not a group project. You are not a swap. You are a financial ambush with a supercharger. Listen to that. Clean, sharp, high revving. That is the sound of an engine with an education. That is the sound of a sewing machine trying to start a street fight. At least I can turn corners without sounding like the crankshaft is negotiating with the tires. You want personality? Try starting a 392 in a parking garage. Why settle for a good sound when you can make every window in the neighborhood vibrate? That is not music. That is a noise complaint with a pulley. 700 plus horsepower, straight from the factory. No custom science project. Just press the pedal and rearrange your weekend. With a blower. Take that away and you're a very expensive 6.2 with an attitude problem. Take away your cams and you're a very complicated paperweight. Everybody keeps talking about boost. Real muscle comes from displacement. Boost is not cheating, it is just adding oxygen to an argument. Exactly. Put boost on me, and this conversation ends quickly. You need a boost kit. You need a car that weighs less than a small building. Here is where I win. I'm easy to understand, easy to repair, and I've survived more questionable owners than all of you combined. You also have enough versions to confuse anyone who opens a parts catalog. That is called variety. That is called checking the casting number before you order anything. Reliability is easy. Don't abuse the engine. You are literally designed to be abused. And when I make a little lifter noise, people call it a problem. When you make lifter noise, the owner starts searching for a new engine. At least my repair bill comes with horsepower. That is the most expensive way to avoid saying, I made a bad choice. Best all-around build? Me. I'm not the most exotic. I'm the one that keeps the project moving. Best high-revving street personality? Me. If you want the engine to sing, stop pretending low RPM is a lifestyle. Best classic muscle attitude? Me. Torque, sound, and enough presence to make the car feel angry before it moves. Best factory power? Obviously me. You want calm? Buy a hybrid. You want horsepower? Move over.
So the answer depends on the build. Finally, he said something useful.
Don't get comfortable.
Don't get comfortable. I still won.
Pick one. LS, Coyote, 392 HEMI, or Hellcat. And if you pick wrong, don't blame the engine. I'm the modern power king. But I'm the supercharged monster here.